awesome. So maybe the NC-17 appeal will happen, and maybe not.
Well, I think that, I mean, I don't want to get on a big, political platform or anything, but it really is going through this process and being able to go through it with David Zucker and watching him with baseball and how that all worked out. I could see just the difference between studio movie and independent movie, and what scares me is I think that, when I would talk to the MPA and I said, okay, is it nudity? Because there's no nudity. And they're like, no, it's not. Okay, is it sex? Because there's no sex in this movie. No, it's not that. Is it violence? Because there's only like cartoonish kung fu fighting. And they're like, no, but it's just the overall, it's just NC-17. And what scares me is I think it's actually the religion that made them rated NC-17. I think it's because it just takes such a side to a religious issue that they're scared of. And that's what's really scary, because then they really are a censorship group that's trying to keep something out of the public's eye because of their religious, they're known to be a very, right-wing Christian group of people. And I honestly think that that's why they gave it the NC-17, is because I have Jesus in it going like this.
Hi, Trey. This is Spencer.
Hey.
I really hope your movie gets showed in the South, which I'm having my doubts about. And I would like to know if you can tell us anything about the South Park movie and do a little imitation of Cartman for us. And tell us about your possible, what I hear about, a secret project. Hey, Trey, this guy...
It's a project I'm doing with Rachel.
Trey, I'm going to kill you.
She's hot. She's hot.
Development on that project. No, the South Park movie actually is, what I can tell you is that Paramount wanted to do it, and we said that we would do it on one condition, and that would be that it was a rated R movie and not a PG-13 movie, because we really want, the only reason we want to do movies is to sort of take South Park to the level that Spirit of Christmas was at, and we finally got it. So it's going to be an R-rated film, and it's other than that, it's totally, they're doing the same thing they did with the X-Files movie, which is they're copying everything on red paper, so it can't be copied, and we're not saying anything about what it's about, just because, it's animation. It's going to take a while before it's out there, and everyone's going to be second-guessing the script, and, just like with Cartman's father, they'll all figure it out before we even get to it. So, we're keeping it really quiet.
Hi Trey, this is Wendy. I was wondering, is Orgasmo going into limited release or general release? Because I live in Savannah, Georgia. We get nothing there. We got like showgirls, what we do.
I doubt we'll get into that, George. Because of the NC-17, there's a lot of theaters that can't show it, so it's definitely a limited release.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey, my name is Chris. I'm from Orlando, Florida.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, I just want to know if I could borrow some money to get to the rough spots. What's that?
Where do you need to go?
Oh, no, just to get to the rough spots, that's what
I'm saying. Yeah, that's Rachel. She's got money.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Hi. I feel really bad because I don't have any questions. But I just kind of fell into watching Orgasmo. I got like the last 15 minutes of it, but I thought it was hysterical. And I don't know how anybody else felt, but I loved basketball, and I thought it was a riot, so. And pretty much. Everybody else here did too.
We don't take any real ownership over basketball either way, and it was definitely, it was completely mixed reviews. We definitely got sent a lot of stuff from the critics. It's loved it, and the critics hated it, but either way, we don't feel good about the girls, we don't feel bad about the balance, because it's, it was David Zucker's movie, and we acted in it for a very specific reason, which was, it was a golden opportunity. If one of your idols called you up and said, hey, I'm making a movie, I want you to be the star in it, I think most of you do it, because it's, just the golden opportunity to see how a studio movie is shot and how it looks without the pressure of, oh my God, I'm the director, which is, we do have these other sort of untitled projects already lined up at other studios, so we are going to be having to make and direct our own studio films here pretty soon. So it was neither matter I would take it back for anything in the world. It was a great experience and it was totally fun, and that's all that matters.
Well, your acting was fabulous.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Do you have a question?
Can you hear me, Trey?
Yeah.
More weak? Say something.
Hello?
There you go.
Hey Trey, this is James.
Hey.
Were you taken aback by the pretty ticked-off response you got over the April Fool's joke? And will you ever do another Terence and Philip episode?
Oh, hell yeah. It's funny because what we ended up doing was we created a cult within the cult. We have a lot of people that come up to us now that say the Terence is their favorite thing, and we were definitely surprised. I mean, we thought, we were like, the whole thing is South Park was supposed to be this, very rebellious show that basically says fuck you every week, and does what you're not supposed to do on television. And when we broke our own rules and we said, oh, people are going to love this, the fact that, and again, when we did this whole cliffhanger of who's Cartman's father, that was a joke to us because we were like, who the hell cares who Cartman's father is? Because the show still wasn't very popular at the time when we were coming up with the concept. And we thought, okay, let's take something really stupid and make a cliffhanger out of it, like The Simpsons did with, Burns getting shot, and try to play it up. And then we'll come back and, we won't pay it off. We'll do, and then the idea came to do Terence and Philip. And when we were I can honestly say that making Terence and Philip was the most fun Matt and I had doing South Park, and we loved doing Terence and Philip. To us, Terence and Philip came from, when South Park came out, there were some critics that said, South Park is nothing but fart jokes. And so we made Terence and Philip go, no, this is nothing but fart jokes. And yet, we created these characters like Ugly Bob and Celine Dion and had this stuff going on that we're almost South Park pushed to its absolute limit, which is why we love it. And, so I can definitely say that Terence and Philip have a very big part in the movie.
Hey Trey, this is Widget again with Corona. You got my attention when you said something about other projects that you've got going on at studios. Is there anything at all you could possibly tell us about those?
I can tell you about, there was one that I was lined up to do actually, again, before South Park got picked up, and it was with Paramount and Scott Rubin, and it's something we're doing with the Jim Henson people, which is a script I wrote a long time ago that's sort of about a mentally handicapped kid who believes in these 8-foot tall furry creatures called fuzzies, and that's the name of the picture. But that's all I'm going to give away. But it was really cool because we had already started working on it with the Henson people, and it's just weird to just like South Park, they have an idea and then suddenly you have 80 people drawing sketches and making 8-foot tall things. It's really cool.
Hey Trey, I was wondering, when is Mr. Garrison getting Mr. Hat back?
He's coming back. I can tell you it's episode number, where is it? God, we just worked it out last night. There's an episode coming that is Chef. We did an album. We did a Chef album. So I can tell you, but there's basically the CD is Chef and Chef songs and a lot of bands doing Chef songs and doing stuff with Chef. And we're doing a whole show that centers around that. And that's the same episode that Mr. Hat. He might come back. Well, he's going to come back. The question is, will Garrison take him back? Because he's such a little slut.